So today's video is kind of a reflection back, but also a look for anybody else who's thinking, why would anybody want to homestead or farm like we're doing? You can see from all of our videos, it's a lot of work. It's just hard work. Fencing, moving animals. We've struggled a lot. Our hogs have gotten out probably 10 or 12 times easily.
That was rough.
They've destroyed some of our fencing that they shouldn't have been able to destroy, but for one reason or another they did. We've struggled through just with butchering, getting people to help with butchering, and typically, having one or two people show up, so the work all falls on us, which is fine. We're not in this to make other people do our work. Our garden, which was, basically a wash this year, just again happened because we didn't have as much time as we wanted to put into it because, baby was coming and Brittany was on bed rest. Want to introduce you guys to David. He's the newest member of Ashley Farms. He's about a month old right now. He was born early September 3rd. Baby's healthy, mama's healthy, obviously. But yeah, this is the reason why we've been so hidden recently. We've just been focusing on getting baby going and then finally having baby. But this week especially, have been feeling so blessed, reaping all the rewards of farming. Sorry.
I'd say especially the excitement of knowing that we're going to butcher our pigs soon is kind of helping us to see more of the benefits because we're cleaning out our freezers from leftover things here and there and making room for the pigs, and we can kind of look back and reflect and see, oh look, here's chicken from the spring, and here's turkey from over a year ago we still have.
Yep. On that note, we are in the process of building the cool room. We're actually going to go work on it today. So I'll be showing you right now is a shot of kind of where we're at now, the steps that we're going, and we're, I'd say, almost 50% done with it. Hoping that the electronics part works. It should. There's no reason it shouldn't, but just hoping.
First time doing it. So.
Yeah, first time doing it.
Switching to twice a day milking and not calf sharing anymore has given us a lot more milk to work with. Yeah. So we're reaping more benefits of that, cream and butter and cheese and yogurt and milk, and kefir and all the things. Yep. We were getting about 1 to 1.5 gallons a day when we were calf sharing, and we now get 4 gallons a day. So that's a lot more.
The milk is way more rich with cream. Because we used up all our milk today making cheeses. Of the cream. The cream lines are just incredible. Like 2-3 inch cream lines is amazing.
As opposed to like half to 1 inch.
Yeah. So, we're finally just getting in that stage where you can see it. We've got a giant turkey that we're going to have probably for at least 2, if not 3 dinners. Dinners and lunches next week. We've got some short rib, pork ribs left over still that we're going to cook and roast, probably make like pork and beans or some sort of a pork soup. Then make bone broth from the bones. The kefir, which is a milk product, kind of like a yogurt drink basically that Brittany makes. Our cheeses, we've got 3, 4, 5 at least in storage.
Oh, I think we've got at least 10 in the back fridge.
Oh, do we really? Wow. So yeah,
right here in
more
this
than
fridge.
More than I even thought. So. And then, in spite of how bad our garden was this year, we're still getting every week probably 3, 4, 5, 6 tomatoes, somewhere in that realm.
Enough to eat. Yeah.
We've gotten a couple cucumbers now late in the season. We pulled. We've got a squash, beautiful squash here. It's the only one that we got to grow. It was actually out in our pasture.
Lots of herbs.
Yeah, lots of herbs. Our lemon basil and basil did phenomenal. Mint did well. So a lot of people don't actually know, we ended up setting up this greenhouse on our property earlier this year. I got the whole thing set up and had it for about 2 days, and the wind or a storm or something picked it up and blew it away. All we know is one day we had it, we came out the next day,
and it was gone. This guy right here was our smallest pig. He always has been. And for a couple days prior to this video, he had just been really acting like he was sick. So we were trying to take his temperature and figure out what was wrong with him. And he had gotten up, ran around. I ended up grabbing and holding on to him to allow my wife to be able to get his temperature. And we got him an electrolyte drink that we were going to try and separate him from the other pigs. And pretty much while we were doing all of this, he ended up kind of going into some sort of a cardiac arrest or perhaps a respiratory issue. And he actually died right there while we were trying to help him. Instead, this morning we came out, she was standing, she was semi-fine, I guess, and then half hour, 40 minutes later, we came back out and she was down and she is gone. So a lot of you that follow our Instagram and our Facebook have known that Josie had been sick since like a week ago Friday. So it was almost 2 weeks ago now. And the vet said it was either some sort of a bacteria infection, pneumonia, or maybe a uterine infection or something. And she did not make it.
Yeah, it was not a good year.
Yeah. In spite of a really busy, really rough, honestly really minimal year, even though we took on more animals than we ever have, aside from milking, we've been pretty minimal. We did one set of bird butchering, which we've shown you guys that video, and eggs. And I'm telling you, eggs, holy moly. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 dozen eggs right here alone.
We have 20 dozen that I preserved for winter because we just had so many.
Yeah.
We just fed 4 dozen to the pigs over the last 2 days because we had too much. We didn't know what to do with them.
Exactly.
So.
And it's been great. And you know, even in spite of our garden being like an overgrown jungle, an eyesore, how many times have we gone out and just pulled just wagonfuls of the weeds and the plants and just taken wagon loads and thrown all of the greenery in for the pigs just as often as we can. So
they loved it.
They have. And it's just, these are the little things where we've worked really hard, and even between us, this year's been hard, and we've been talking about, like, it doesn't feel like we're reaping a lot of benefits, especially because our garden failed so badly this year. But as we're kind of sitting here and assessing like our next week of food, and then after that, so the next week after that, we're gonna have 2 whole hogs in our freezer for us. I mean, we're gonna be flush with pork. But even without that right now, we've got all this leftover chicken. We've probably got at least 5 or 8 chickens left in our different freezers.
A duck or 2, a turkey or 2.
And just, you know, it's just, I don't know how to explain it. It's a security that we have, that we're starting to realize we have, that we just have this great food that we know how it's been raised. It's been lovingly raised. We work really hard on creating good, clean environments for our animals, giving the chickens and turkeys, you know, what they want. They want grass, they want bugs, and, you know, the hogs, they want greenery, they want scraps. We do like a 5-gallon bucket of scraps every other day at least, and that they get to eat. It's just their meal. It's what they eat. We supplement with grain, but we're giving them everything that we can that's fresh and healthy. Yeah. And we're reaping the benefits now.
I think it's just encouraging for us to see that even after a hard year, it still has paid off, and it's encouragement after a hard year that we still have something to show for it, and, you know, hopefully next year we can have all the more to show for it. And in some things that are bigger investments, like starting our own breeding hogs and trying to raise piglets to feeder pigs, and cows to butcher, like those are longer term commitments, and those are harder in the long run. It's harder to stick that out. So after even a lean, hard year, we can see that there's still amazing benefits, and that can encourage us in doing it again next year.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to go pick this one up. She fell or something out in the rock box, got hurt.
She missed her.
Yeah.
Let's just be
Can
honest.
Can you say hi to the people on the camera? No.
Can you say bye?
Say bye-bye. That was weak. Thank you guys. Again, if you like the videos, I'm going to break our water thing there. If you like our videos, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel so that way you get notified when our videos come up. Trade you. Hey, buddy. And yeah, look forward to seeing you guys again on our next video. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Cheetah baby.